Hi, I'm Gloria Lee, a park ranger with the National Park Service, working right here in Lower Manhattan. Yes, there are national parks in New York Harbor, 23 different sites in all. Let me show you a few of them. Gateway National Recreation Area offers miles of beaches, wildlife preserves, and historic forts, where people can hike, bicycle, and birdwatch, all in the boroughs of Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens, and at Sandy Hook in New Jersey. I've worked at 4 national park sites here in New York Harbor: Federal Hall, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the African Burial Ground. And there are other great parks to see. You'll never get bored. All of these parks are really easy to get to by subway, car, or ferry. But for now, this series of video podcasts will let you take a closer look at the national parks of New York Harbor without leaving your home. So start clicking and check them out now.
More people visited Grant's tomb than the Statue of Liberty at one time. In 1897, when it opens, they would be averaging between 500,000 to 600,000 visitors a year. Why was he so popular? Because he ended the bloodiest war America ever fought in. Over 600,000 Americans lost their lives during the Civil War.
The tomb really represents an era when people thought heroes needed to be lionized and celebrated. The fundraising for the tomb was really a grassroots event spearheaded by an African-American graduate of Harvard who credited Grant with his advancement. They raised pennies and dimes and built up the amount of money, which seems ridiculously small now, but was vast then to build this tomb.
90,000 individuals donated about $600,000. In 1891, they laid the first cornerstone, and by 1897, they completed it.
The first people who came were Civil War veterans and their children. Some of the disabled veterans had to be carried up the steps. Originally, there were guards at the tomb in uniform, and part of their role was to assist disabled veterans to get up all those steps and into the tomb.
It was intended to be very Greek. Bleak and empty, this sort of rocky outcrop at the top of Manhattan with the winds whistling in off the river. That was a very visual intent of the design and siting of the tomb, and it's the opposite of that now.
The monument seems to have an enduring presence that people really connect with.
Today, some individuals come just to make a prayer to the general, or people just leave items behind. We will find flags and Bibles laying around. July 23rd of this year, someone sent a thing of flowers. That's the day he died.
The Civil War was the one moment in our history when we were about to collapse. The tomb really represents the triumph of American democracy and the survival of the Union after the Civil War.